You're familiar with the Shrine on Airline, yes?
I am. Played there.
Do you know the Shrine on Airline, since the New Orleans Baby Cakes are no more, has officially been converted?
It's no longer a baseball field.
It is not. It is now the home of the NOLA Gold Rugby Club, and it is now known as the Mine on Airline.
I get it. Get it.
That's not. I don't need the rim shot. I'm telling you, that's what they're calling it now.
I like that.
They're calling it the Mine on Airline.
Good.
I think it's great. Scott Gale joined us last year from Brisbane, Australia. He's a flyback. I'm sorry, he's a fly half. I don't know what that is. Sorry, Scott. For the gold, he joined us last year. They play tomorrow to start the season. He's good enough to jump board with us here. Scott, how are you, man?
Good, thanks. How you doing, boys?
Doing awesome, man. Hey, wait, real quick. So, Scott or Scotty?
Oh, mate, either one. I'll answer to both of them. They're
No.
not too different. So.
I like Scotty.
We got to get to the bottom of this, Scott, because, see, I went Scott.
We'll go with Scotty. Scotty sounds good to me.
I like that. Yeah,
Okay, so, see, here's the thing, Scotty. On the NOLA Gold Twitter, when you sign a 3-year extension, congrats, by the way, so 3 more years in New Orleans.
Thank you very much.
The text says we've re-signed Scotty Gale, and then the graphic says re-signed Scott Gale. So,
right.
I'm telling you, man, even Scott Alexander can't get this straight. It's like, come on, man, is it Scott or is it Scotty? Know your guys, right?
Yeah, that's right. Well, my birth certificate says Scott, but mate, you can't argue with Scotty Alexander. So whatever he calls me, I'll stick with that.
What does your family and friends call you?
Yeah, Scotty. I got a bit
That's
of Gailey with my last name, so mate, a bit of all sorts.
I like Scotty G.
Wait, did you say Gale? Did they say Gailey?
Yeah, Gailey.
Wait, so do you say Scotty Gailey or Scotty Gale?
No, it's Gale.
Yeah, right.
Mate, you know how Aussies are with nicknames.
Like an E.
Is that wait? Is that a thing that
like
Aussies
baseball,
do nicknames?
Yeah, make nicknames out of anything.
Do they put
add a Y or an O on the end, and it's a nickname.
You are baseball people.
Yep, he is. He's a baseball guy.
Scotty, we have this conversation all the time here.
Here we go, Gailey.
All right, so Terrio here played like 10 years in Major League Baseball, right? And
okay.
I talked to him all. I'm like, man, why does every baseball nickname do you just put a Y on the end of everything? And that's what they do. It's a Y or an O. Like Ryan becomes Rhino, right? Like Antoine was Twanny. It's just like everything is a Y. So you do that in Australia too.
Yeah, that's definitely an Australian thing. So,
since
any Y or O on the end, that makes a nickname.
Man, all right, so fill us in since last we talked. What's been the vibe? Another season starting, another season of rugby in New Orleans. Are you feeling like it's? Can you sense it's taken hold?
Yeah, absolutely. Just the difference between last year and this year is sort of walking around. There's a lot of people sort of starting to recognise the brand. If I'm wearing a training shirt, just down to the shops, there's a lot more people sort of recognising and knowing that we're the rugby team. And we're making strides. And obviously the move to the new stadium's a massive one for us. So can't wait to get out there tomorrow and rip in front of the fans.
So where did you guys play before, and how many fans? What kind of seating did it have?
We played at Shaw High School over on the West Bank.
Yep.
Which was great. I couldn't tell you the average fan base. I think we got around 1,500 to 2,000. But we're expecting obviously a lot more and to pack out the gold mine.
Yeah, I mean that place holds like 10.
They're expecting in the neighborhood of 4,000 to 5,000 fans tomorrow at the Shrine.
There you go.
The Mine on Airline.
Yeah, that's right.
We also talked the last time a lot about culture, right? Coming from Australia to New Orleans, which is so very different in and of itself. For you living in New Orleans now for about a year, what's been the transition like for you?
I've really loved it. I think the biggest difference for me has been the people. Everyone's just so friendly here. Not that we're not back home, but so you sort of walk down your street and everyone's sort of saying g'day and saying how y'all doing and everyone's asking how you are and everyone seems to be concerned and ready to have a chat. So I've loved that aspect of it.
What is, for people who know nothing about rugby like me, what's a fly half?
A fly half is so they wear number 10 on their back. and they touch the ball a fair bit, so they call most of the plays during the game. So we don't. It's not a whole lot of play calling, but we do our play calling on the run, sort of with defence running at you. So it's the bit more of a game manager and organiser, making most of the decisions about what we're doing.
I'm always interested to know how players got to certain sports and what they did growing up. Did you play anything else growing up, or was it always just rugby?
I was a big rugby league, so I'm not sure if you're familiar with rugby league. There's rugby league and rugby union back home in Australia. So my family, my dad and my uncle both played professionally rugby league back home. So I played that growing up, and then transferred over to rugby union just post high school. No
soccer, no basketball, no nothing. It was just always rugby?
Yeah, I was always a rugby man. A little bit of cricket, but no, rugby always was the number one.
But, Scotty, we talked about this last time you and I chatted. You went and worked out with the Saints, right?
No. That was Tristan. Tristan, one of the other boys, went.
Damn it, I screwed it up, Scotty. I'm sorry. Crap.
That is okay.
Right.
I wish I did.
So how did Tristan do?
Yeah, he went great. He said he loved it. I think he went for a mini camp?
Mm-hmm.
I think early on. Said he loved it. Got to meet all the players. Got to do some drills. Found it pretty tough wearing the helmet, I think that's a big adjustment.
From just but like if you're just colliding with people with your bare head, like wouldn't you think wearing a helmet would actually be kind of a good decision?
Yeah, it makes sense, but obviously the inventors of rugby union and rugby league haven't thought of that yet. But no, we'll stay with that one.
All right, Scotty Gale is our guest. You miss home?
Oh, yeah, it's good. I got home for sort of 6 months or so after last season, so I've only been here for about two and a bit months now, so not quite just yet. Home always has a good place in my heart, but New Orleans it seems like home to me for the moment.
It's awesome.
Scotty, if you heard somebody say pubic hair on the radio, would that offend you?
Say that one again. Sorry, I missed that.
If you heard somebody say pubic hair on the radio, would it offend you?
I still don't know what it is, so no, it doesn't offend me in the slightest way.
Can I explain to him what pubic hair? Okay, so
why? What?
Because I want to know, because it doesn't offend me at all. It would be the hair that would grow like around your, private areas. Or what's that called? What's that called in Australia?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, really? There's no word for it?
I'm sure there is.
Scotty, so I had
you can say it.
Scotty, we had at the start of this hour, we had a sponsor in studio, and this joker walks in and starts making bald jokes about how they should take hair to me about take hair from other parts of my body, and he said you'll have pubic hair growing out of that, and I'm like, you're talking about hair on the genitalia in front of a sponsor like that you've never even met before. And that's the kind of stuff.
It would be
Scotty,
funny.
That's the kind of stuff I deal with. You're kind enough to give us 10 minutes of your time to promote NOLA Gold Rugby, to have some fun, talk about the sport, help grow. And I'm sitting next to this joker who's going to ask you about nether region
hair.
That's
a culture question.
You got anything else over there?
No, that's it. I'm going to look that up at the break.
He'll text you and let you know, Scotty.
All right, that'd be good. Yeah, let me know.
Man, give us, for people who come out tomorrow, last thing, for the people who come out tomorrow to the mine on Airline, I got to get used to saying that. Old habits die hard. But what are they going to expect if they come out for the game tomorrow?
Mate, entertainment. If you haven't seen rugby before, it's such an entertaining sport. The ball's in play for long periods of time. It's players making decisions under pressure. So rather than calling a play pre-huddle in a football game, you're calling it on the run with big 200, 250-pound guys running at you, trying to smash you. So it's entertaining. It's full field play. You see everything. So passes, kicking, tackling, rucks, scrums, lineouts. It's all sorts of types of stuff. So get out there. Crowd's going to be pumped. We've got the most passionate fans in the comp. So get out there and support. I think tickets are as low as $13. I've been told as well. So please get out there and help us get off the season off to a win.
Website is nolagoldrugby.com, nolagoldrugby.com. You can see the tickets tab right there. Tomorrow it's DC at the NOLA Gold. 3 o'clock is the start time tomorrow at the mine on Airline. So is it the mine on Airline or is it just the gold mine?
I've been told the gold mine.
Gold Mine. Okay, at the Gold Mine on Airline, 3 o'clock tomorrow. It's a Old Glory DC at the NOLA Gold. Y'all get out and support if you're looking for something cool to do tomorrow. Scotty Gale, it's a pleasure, man. Thanks for a couple of minutes for having some fun, man.
Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it.